on a slot machine, once it's been designed and the official house rules of it, if you're not sticking a light wand or a coat hanger into it, you're pretty clean on a slot machine. Now, in blackjack, it is an official rule, even though it isn't broadcast, that card counting is not allowed. So on a blackjack table, a pit boss can come up to you and say, "I'm sorry, sir, we're running a business here, and you're affecting my profits, and we have to let you go." If they're misguided and they're not allowed to do something, then just politely and kindly ask them to leave, even give them a comp in good faith. Now, the thing is that the video poker and the slot machine situation is that anybody who is not sticking a light wand or a coat hanger into the thing is really not breaking a house rule, aside from winning. And if the mathematics of the slot machines were correct and fundamentally sound, it would average out to, the coin in that they expect and the player return that they expect. The fact that there is a optimal strategy against any game, as well as the average player or ploppy strategy against any game, and you have to consider and incorporate both into a game design. In other words, what's the best play this game will ever see, and if that level of play is a loss to this particular device or game, then we have a problem. It is assumed that when they release the slot machine that the mathematics were correct and that situation was taken care of, the perfect play, Gene Scott level play, and they should not be backed off of being good by legal strategy and playing by the rules, which they are doing on slot machines.
And I imagine that once a game is developed, designed, put together, it's got to go through a check, a double check, triple check, all these different departments before it is released.
Yes, and we basically have math laboratories. There are two of them that are used for approval now, at least in Nevada. BMM laboratories and GLI laboratories. Before that, any renowned and respected gaming mathematician could file a report like Stanley Coe, Mike Shackelford, Charles Mousseau, and that would be acceptable. And they still are, but they now want an official business laboratory specializing in gaming math to approve these reports. Now, basically on table games, it's basically the house edge and considering the dealing procedures. But what is often overlooked is the game protection mathematics. Is the game countable? Is the game fraudable? And the reason why that happens is most game designers try to make a game fun and easy to deal and easy to survey without thinking enough about game protection. But that's changing too. But in any case, all of these games are thoroughly examined in order to be approved by the respective gaming jurisdiction. There's a few exceptions where certain states really don't require very extensive math, but it is assumed that the onus is on the developer and on the casino operator.